You're being tapped on the shoulder and you might not realize it. Are you feeling any of these signs or symptoms? Are you feeling the odd hair pull occasionally and you don't really understand why? Do you feel like you've got ants or insects crawling on you? Do you get something in your throat where you feel like you've got a tickle or a cough? I get tickles right inside both of my inner ears that are my guides letting me know that they are ready to communicate with me to give me some guidance in a particular direction. But the question is, what is it for you? Stop and have a think now in your life, in your daily life. What is actually going on for you that happens all the time? You can't really explain it. My daughter gets these little sensations where she feels like someone is not pinching, but is just trying to sort of like grab her skin very gently. That's what she feels. My husband feels the ants crawling all over him. As I said, I get the ear tickles like right inside my ears that have just sort of evolved over the last couple of months. That is how they let me know that they're here and they're ready to communicate. But stop and have a think now. In your regular everyday, what signs are actually there that might indicate maybe there's something else to this that you regularly get? Do you kind of get an itch that's always in the same spot? Do you always feel like a sensation over your right shoulder? Do you kind of feel like your feet are moving, but it's not really you doing it? These are all actually signs that they're trying to communicate with you in some way, shape, or form. Stop and think now, what are any of those ways for you? What did you come up with? Do you look back now and think, I always get this kind of sensation that someone's right behind me here. Feel of anticipation that something's about to happen or there's going to be a phone call. Maybe these are your signs that your guides are near. And all you have to do is go, I'm hearing you. I'm available for you to communicate with me. What is it that you'd like to guide me to or tell me? Now, if you're not sure what methods that you can use in order to actually sort of hear what it is that they're saying or trying to give you that guidance, there's a few techniques and a few tips. I've given a couple in my last couple of videos. There's a general rule of thumb one that sort of might come in that might be the simplest and easy way that you can sort of feel what it is that they're trying to get across to you. And if you can't necessarily hear what they're saying, and often you might not actually hear it, as in hearing it with your ears, you might have this inner knowing that there's something that you just know that just comes to you. That is one method that they can use to sort of let you know. Yes, they talk about all the clairs. I'm not really into all of the different types, but let's just go through some methods that maybe you actually look back and go, well, maybe that's actually a method that is actually a natural sensation. Do you just know when someone is going to call? And then if that is you and you just know and then it happens, or you just know something's going to happen that day and it does. If you're one of those people, then you just know. So what that means is if you're getting these sensations that they are trying to talk to you, if you've got already that inner knowing, you possibly already have a sense and you already know what it is that they want to talk to you about. And what's more, when you pay attention to that, if they want to talk to you about your career or your relationship or your finances or the decision that you've been trying to make, you will kind of know. And trust it. Trust that knowing. If that is you and that's the sort of method that you use, if you're an automatic writer and that you know that if you sit down with a pen and paper and writing comes out of you, and like, I don't know about you, but sometimes writing comes out of me and it isn't my writing, it is someone else's writing. And I know that I'm sort of, I don't like to use the word channeling, but I know that there is someone else there trying to help me and then their writing comes through. This is another thing that I do, if this helps you in any way, shape or form. If you know that they are trying to get your attention, close your eyes and think of a question that maybe you think, is that what this is about? It might be, is this about my finances? You close your eyes and in my mind's eye, I see a tick or a cross. Then I know what it's about. And then you can ask exploratory questions. And then if ticks arrive, you know it's a yes. If crosses come in, you know it's a no. The other thing that I try to use sometimes is if I imagine, like in a meditation, and like I have no patience. So yes, I do meditate, but I don't have time. I'm a high school principal, so I don't have time to sit and wait to get into a deep meditation. I try to do this as quick as I can if I'm going to. And once you get practice at it, you know that you can sort of get your answers a little bit quicker. So you can imagine yourself sitting in a room of your choice with your angels, your guides, whoever your team is that you believe are there for you, and that they're sitting in chairs in front of you, and you ask a question. And you might sense that all the heads are nodding, or their heads are shaking. There are your yes-no responses. So you can ask questions and they can direct you that way as well. So these are just a few simple methods that I feel have worked for me, and maybe there are simple methods that work for you. As you can see, the clairsense, to me, it all kind of smudges together. I'm not really one or the other, or a medium or a channeler or anything like that. I'm just a plain old high school principal who is learning how to tap in through downloads from them about how to actually tap in to the other side that's actually here to help you. Now, here's my question. What senses are you getting that would indicate to you that they are here to talk to you and to guide you in a direction? So that's question 1. And then question 2, out of any of the methods that I've listed here, out of any of those methods, do any of these automatically work for you and you know it, and you can go use them now? Or any of these methods, what will you try and see if they work for you? Will you do writing? Will you do the tick cross thing? Will you do the head nodding or head shaking? Or will you just rely on your inner knowing? Ask questions and then ask yourself, what do you automatically know about that? That inner knowing speaks volumes, because I can't stress this enough. Your guides, your team on the other side, whichever way you want to refer to them as, they are here and they will communicate through your body. And that is how they will try to communicate with you. You might feel a bit of a brush against your skin. You might feel that someone is literally tapping you on the shoulder. My daughter had that. She was actually at work. That was when she was working in a supermarket. She was packing shelves. There was no one in the aisle, and she got literally tapped on the shoulder. There was no one there. This is how she has realized that she gets some of her sensations. But if there's anything like that that you've had and you can't explain what it is, please put it in the comments. And then other people can see the sorts of things and feel and understand that maybe what they're getting is real. It's not just in their head or in their imagination. So if any of these methods could work for you, please do try them. But don't just listen to this and not try them. The other best tip that I can give you is, if you are wanting to tap into your guides and to tap into answers and that they can help you with, my advice is don't lie down to do it, because your body knows that when you're lying down, you're going to sleep. And so trying to meditate while you're lying down is probably not the best advice. Sitting up, your body's used to being alert when it's sitting up. So sitting up is actually going to help you sort of align and get in touch with your guides without you having to worry about falling asleep and really missing the point of what they're trying to tell you. Or, as I said before, getting out that journal and just writing down whatever it is that comes. But be warned, sometimes they will only come through one word at a time. Or if it's not one word at a time, sometimes it's just one letter at a time. And it can be quite frustrating if you're not experienced at that or tapped in. Sometimes I find that flows, sometimes it doesn't flow at all. And people talk about you being in the right frequency. I don't know. Sometimes you're grumpier than others. Sometimes you feel really in flow, I guess. I guess the more in flow you are in your life and things are going really well for you and you're feeling really connected, I guess that's when things are more likely to flow. But either way, they're still waiting there to help you. They're always waiting there to help you. So just ask for their help. And they've probably been trying to attract your attention, and there's a good chance that they have guided you here in order to listen to this, because my purpose is to bring you methods that they give me in order to help you in your life. Now, the next question is about your purpose. Are you living your purpose? Do you feel you are doing what you came here to do? And if you don't feel like you fully are there, or you kind of know, but you're not quite set in that way, or you do know what it is, but you're not living it, or you absolutely don't know what it is, but you don't feel happy, then I've got a download from the universe, which is the Purpose Puzzle. We'll be starting that as a group on May 17th. If you're interested in that, the link is below. Together we work through 33 questions where you literally put all your answers on gigantic puzzle pieces, and when they come together, it is really blindingly obvious what your purpose is. And then from there, I believe your entire team on the other side are there to scheme and plot to walk you through straight into directions that are going to actually achieve that purpose. And maybe you're here to see that, but I wouldn't recommend that you do that if you don't feel called to do it. Only if you feel called and you feel like it's right for you and you get your answers. For example, the answers that I've given here today about how you can get your answers. If they guide you to do that, then I suppose that's a yes. But if they don't, that is not for you now. The Purpose Puzzle is not for you now. So we'll be starting that May 17th, as I said. Now, if you think this could help anyone, your friends, your family, do pass it on. Here, I will never ask you to like or subscribe, and I will never plug anything that I haven't downloaded from the universe directly for you, because my purpose is to help you get in touch with the other side in order to help you in your current life, right here, right now, with practical, tangible tools that I'll always give you here. I will always, at the end, ask these two questions, which I have already asked today. Are you living your purpose? And if not, what are you going to do about it?